Where focus goes, energy flows. You probably recall an accident in the highway or in the, you were going somewhere and somebody lost control of the car and there was one pole. Out of the open land and the highway, there was just one pole close to it, right? And when the person lost control of the car, they magically found a way to crash right into the pole, right into the middle of the pole. The car, is almost like cut in half. And how did that happen? Like, out of all this open space, how did that person ended up hitting the one thing that they didn't want to hit, right? Oftentimes you might see the NASCAR or the races, right? And they're going, and as soon as they lose control of the car, where do they typically go? They hit the wall, right? Even though the wall is what we consciously know is what you're trying to avoid. You don't want to do that. Why? Because where focus goes, energy flows. Even if consciously you know that's not what you want, you're trying to avoid it. But guess what? Your eyes are locked on that pole. You're locked on that wall. Wherever you focus, that's where your brain's gonna take you, okay? So even if you're driving, try this. You're driving straight, turn to the right. Even if you're trying to keep straight in your lane, you're gonna pull to the right? It's not something you can fight, even if you're conscious of it, because your subconscious mind goes to where the focus is. So how does this relate to your challenge, to your goals, to your days? Well, maybe you've been trying to lose weight, you've been trying to lose fat, you've been trying to increase your income, your commissions, or become better at your job, whatever it is. But if your focus is on where you don't wanna go, if you're focusing on how you're depriving yourself from the foods that you love most, and you focus on how hard it is to wake up early, or how hard it is to face the rejection when you're trying to make a sale and they give you an objection, or whatever you're getting caught up in, like, you are gonna go hit the pole, right? You're gonna have that tragedy, if we can call it a tragedy, right, in your goal. So I want you to really keep that in mind. Where am I focusing most of the time? Now, us humans, we're trying to survive. We're a survival mechanism, right? So we tend to focus on the negative. It's way easier to focus on the bad stuff, what's going wrong. That's why the news exists. How many times do you see great stuff happening in the news, right? We wouldn't watch them, right? So keep that in mind. Don't let that be your obstacle. Use that to your advantage. So if the pole's right here, you're gonna face the other way. Where do I want to go? And even if you go to racing school, one trick they teach you is, if you lose control of a car, don't try to move the steering and try to steer it into control. The first thing you gotta do is look where you wanna go. And then automatically the rest will follow. Your body will follow, the steering wheel will follow, okay? So don't focus on the wall, don't focus on the pole, don't focus on how hard it is to diet, your cravings, your sugars, you wanna eat the cake, you wanna sleep in today, you don't wanna go to work, you're tired of someone telling you it's too expensive, right? You're not feeling like reading today or studying to improve your skills. Knock it off, okay? You're gonna crash if you stay focused on that, all right? So focus on where you wanna go, and let's do whatever it takes to get there, all right? Keep crushing it, keep going all in. And if you fail at this point, we've gone for a few days now. If you failed, if you messed up on your diet, maybe you missed a workout, maybe you didn't send your appreciation message, whatever it is that you fail, don't lie to yourself, okay? Slap yourself, get back into the game, do whatever it takes, whether you gotta pump yourself up or talk shit to yourself, whatever works for you. But get back in the game right away, instead of focusing on like the pole again, right? Like, oh man, I just don't have what it takes. Oh man, I'm just a fat kid inside. I'm just a carb addict, or I'm just this or that. Stop labeling yourself with that. Stop focusing on the pole. Get back on track. Put your eyes where you want your racing car to go, and everything else will follow. Have an amazing day.